What I want to talk today is about new year, new lab. So we're kicking off, we're diving into 2026. It's time for reflection, it's time for improvement, it's time for a lot of things. And I think a lot of things, like always, thinking about resolutions. Well, I want to talk about your new lab resolutions. What are you going to do in 2026? What are you going to do to develop your lab skills? What are you doing? What is your plan? You should have goals. You should have them. If you haven't thought about your goals, haven't thought about what you're going to do in 2026, have you been sitting there eating some Christmas dinner, eating some Christmas turkey, thinking about how you're going to fit into your pants? Well, now it's time to start reflecting and start digging in and start thinking about 2026. The new year is here and we are ready to dive in. So, as always, this time of the year is about reflecting on goals, reflecting on the year past, and what you're going to do in this year. I think it's very important to always be striving for improvement. My goal, and I think this should be, I would like to reflect this goal onto you guys, is for 2026 to be focused on continuous improvement. Now, continuous improvement can look differently for different people. So we have continuing improvement in the lab setting. Overall, maybe your whole lab you're trying to improve. Maybe you're trying to get ready for accreditation. Maybe you want to just improve yourself. Whether you're in a leadership position or just on the bench, you can improve your lab skills. There's always room for improvement. There's always room for your managerial skills to improve and for you to impress your manager to improve. Now, let's be clear. You're going to want to improve. You're going to want things to improve. Why? It's good for you. It's good for your personal development to be improving. Go out there, cross-train, learn a new assay. If you're specifically in toxicology, but you have a microbiology section of your laboratory, see if you can go find out if you can go train and get cross-trained in microbiology. There are tremendous benefits to being cross-trained. If you're worried, oh, I'm going to do this, and the laboratory is going to expect more of me, and they're not going to pay me more. They'd never give me a raise. They haven't given me a raise in the last 2 years. But you know what? If you're looking for a job and you're applying out there and you want to be if you're on the bench and you're only doing toxicology and you expand yourself to microbiology, guess what? You're going to look more appealing to be a general manager, maybe even a technical supervisor, because you have broader skills. You've shown the initiative that you can train on multiple things, that you can learn more. The laboratory that you're currently in may not be the one to reward you. They may not be the one to give you more money for your skills, but your next lab will. You may not necessarily be in that lab forever. The only reason you might honestly be thinking of staying in the laboratory forever would be is if you own the laboratory, your family owns the laboratory, or I don't know, what else? Why would you be willing to be there forever if they're not going to pay you for improving? If you're in a place that's not going to benefit you, that's not going to pay you for improving, why would you want to be there? Why would you want to stay stuck there and not improve and not get paid? Like they're not going to pay you for improving. They're not going to pay you more for not improving. So why? I don't understand this mentality of I'm just going to do my job, I'm not going to do anything better, and then I'm mad that I'm not getting a raise. What do you expect? Well, you don't get a raise for just showing up for a year. You don't get a raise for showing up for 2 years, 5 years. That was your choice of being there and not improving yourself. And if you did improve yourself and they don't pay you for it, go find another job. That's it. Move labs. Guess what? You put in 5 years of time, you can definitely get a certification. You can definitely be a technical supervisor somewhere. Someone's going to take the opportunity to hire you. If you put in the work and you put in the effort to learn more, and to expand your skills and to improve on yourself, someone else is going to take advantage of that. Someone else is going to pay you the money. If your current lab won't do it, somebody else will. So, improve yourself. Go out there, learn a new skill. Set a goal right now to learn how to do a new assay, to learn a new extraction, to learn a new technique. Hell, go find some education course, something online, and go learn it. Even if you just click on a YouTube video and sit there and watch it and learn, expand yourself. Continuous improvement is the goal for 2026. Expand yourself. Find out ways that you can expand yourself, and then you can try to expand the laboratory. I personally, as you may know me, I'm a mad scientist, so I like to expand my laboratory. I'm currently working on validations right now, expanding opioid testing. I'm working on expanding base quants, moving methods from GC to LC. Why? Because it's what I do. It's what I like. I like to learn these things. I like to apply what I know to these things. Sure, not everybody is like that. Not everybody wants continuous improvement. Maybe you're not going to be the one developing methods. Maybe that's outside your scope. But guess what? You can expand on yourself. You can improve yourself, your capabilities. You can learn more. I'm all about continuous learning. And you don't have to go and spend money out of your own pocket. Laboratories often like to pay for continuing education. They like to pay for certifications because that's an expense that they can write off on. Because honestly, if you're in a private laboratory, or even honestly, even a government laboratory, they may not be able to pay you more money. They may not be able to. A private laboratory, they could, but they probably just won't. But guess what? If they can pay for you to do something certification-wise, that doesn't cost them extra. That's actually a tax write-off. So they're okay with doing that because it doesn't cost them more money. It actually is a benefit. It's a perk that they can be like, oh, well, you can get it without them giving you a salary raise, because a salary raise costs them more taxes, costs them more in FICA, it costs them basically 30%. It costs them a huge chunk to pay you more. So they're resistant to it. They're not gonna do it. That's overhead, that's salary, that's inflation. They pay you once, they know you're gonna ask again. You ask it a year raise, they know you're gonna ask again. And maybe that's only 2% raise, 4% raise, 6% raise. Or even if they don't give you a raise, maybe they won't give you a raise, but you have your certification. They'll pay for that. And then next year, you're like, hey, I'm certified, and you should give me a raise because I have these qualifications and I can be this and this and this. And you take on more roles and more responsibilities, and they give you a raise. Or they say, no, we don't want you to do that. We don't want to pay you more. And you say, okay, now I'm going to go find a lab that fits me, that goes and that will pay me more. Outgrow your lab. Don't be afraid to outgrow your lab. Grow your lab, grow yourself, grow your lab, and if you outgrow it, so be it. Go find you another fish tank. Don't be afraid to outgrow your lab. Don't be afraid to work on yourself continuously. I want to see 2026. I want us to all reach our goals. I want everyone to just blow up and get all their goals and just continuously improve. I just want to see continuous improvement. Go out there, the first quarter. Go talk to your supervisor. Go talk to your manager. Go find out an assay you can learn. See if maybe there's some research and development there's someone trying to bring in. Maybe they're trying to bring in some new product, new instrumentation, and they don't want to do it because they're afraid of that no one will buy in. No one wants to do it. Reach out. Find out. Maybe they're waiting. Maybe they're hoping that someone will show some initiative. You can jump in there. Maybe they're thinking about bringing blood testing in the laboratory. Maybe they're thinking about bringing molecular testing in the laboratory, toxicology testing in the laboratory. And they just need somebody who's willing to learn and willing to try. That could be you. You can be the one implementing stuff into your lab. Man, I love implementing things into the laboratory. That is my bread and butter, is going out there and learning. Last year I learned about PGX testing. Actually, no, this year I learned about PGX. It was early in the year I learned about PGX testing. I really dug into pharmacogenomics, and I learned a ton. validating a method in a new laboratory. Man, that was a lot of fun. New reporting software. I learned about reporting in ways that I had no idea. I did testing on myself. I did my own PGX profile, and I was able to generate reports for myself. It's fantastic that I was able to analyze my own data and generate reports. I have something I had never learned about. I'd never learned how to do. I learned that this year. I took my own data. I took my own pharmacogenomics, next gen sequencing, and did it myself. And I got paid to do that. That was my job. That was pretty awesome. So I think that continuous improvement, always be learning. That's where it's at. You should be diving in. So right now, reflecting in 2026, dive out there, reach out there, learn something. Go out there, get a new extraction, learn a new technique, learn something. If your work won't do it, go out there on the internet and find out something to do. If you are not in the toxicology field, go learn about opioid extraction. Go search and find out how to do an opioid extraction. Do it. Search it, type in YouTube, find it. Find out how to do opioid extraction. Go search papers, find an article on it. What do they do to do an opioid extraction? Molecular testing. Look into STI testing, sexual transmitted disease testing in urine. Go find out how to do that. If your laboratory doesn't do it, go find out. Look into what testing there is for STI, what analytes there are, what instrumentation is being used. Go out there and learn. Dig into it, find it. Blood. Go and see CBC testing, complete blood count. Go find out what instrumentation does the CBC, the whole blood, the test the blood, so test white blood cells, basophils, all that good stuff. Go find out about it. There's a Pintra C60 Plus. That's one instrumentation. That's a tabletop instrument. I forgot the other name. There's a few of them. Tabletop instrument that does whole blood testing. Go look into that. Go find that and learn about it. There's plenty of information on the web to see. But the biggest thing, go talk to your supervisor and see if there's an assay that you can get trained on. I guarantee you there's something in the laboratory that you haven't been trained on that they are either not taking the time to cross-train you on because they don't want to take the time, or they just don't want to burden you. Go out there and show them it's not a burden. Go out there and learn it. Go out there, impress your manager, impress your supervisor, and be like, hey, are there anything that I can be cross-trained on that would help the laboratory? Almost guarantee you there's something. And if not, just drop it in there that you're interested in learning more. You want to get cross-trained. That's it. Drop the seed, plant the seed that you want to cross-train. You'll see what happens. It's going to be amazing. Or maybe they don't have cross-training. Maybe it's not an assay that needs to be trained on. So go out there and ask, where can you improve? What quality metric? What can you do to help improve the quality assessment, the quality assurance program? Ask your supervisor that. Ask your supervisor, what can I do? What can I do to assist in the quality assurance program? If the answer is they don't have a quality assurance program, well then maybe you need a new lab after all. No, but if they don't have a quality assurance program, dig into quality assurance. Search quality assurance in your testing, your field, whatever is clinical, whether it's forensics. Go out there and look quality assessment. I guarantee you in forensics you have a quality assessment. There's no way you don't. Clinical you should too. If you're accredited, which you have to be under CLIA, you got to have some kind of quality assessment. And if your supervisor doesn't know, then well, you might want to start looking for another job. No, but someone needs to know. Someone knows. Maybe your supervisor doesn't know. Maybe they don't want to tell you, but that's unlikely. Anyways, not the point. The point is there's plenty of quality assurance out there. Learn about quality assurance. Search COLA. Look at their accreditation manual. Their accreditation manual has a ton of information on there. Look up their ICQP and find out about the individualized quality assurance plan. It's going to be great. Choose something to improve. Focus on it and improve it. Just choose one assay. That's it. Cross train on something. Ask, ask, ask. To be honest, initiative is very valued. Going out there and just asking the question and just seeing if there's anything you can do to help, that's already a step towards your improvement. You don't even have to do it. Honestly, it's like you don't even have to actually put through the effort. Maybe you don't. Maybe you won't have to. Maybe there won't be anything to do. But putting the initiative out there is a great start. By showing that you're interested in it, your employer's gonna love that, to be honest. So yeah, that's what we're looking at for 2026. Continuous improvement. If there's one thing I want you to take away from today's talk, go out there and improve yourself. Go improve yourself. You can improve your laboratory, that's great, but improve yourself. That's where the real value is. Improving yourself is going to improve your lab. It'll also improve your value. You're going to make some money somewhere. Someone will reward you. I really hate the idea of I don't want to do the work or I don't want to put the effort in because they won't pay me. That's not my job. I'm not paid to do that. That's bullshit. Go out there and do the work. Get the experience. Learn it. So that way somebody else will pay you. If they won't pay you, somebody else will. If nothing else, think about this. The work works on you more than you work on the work. It's not just about, oh, I'm getting a paycheck. I'm doing this. I'm doing A and I'm getting paid B. No, it's not a linear thing. All these skills that you're learning are building and they're compounding. It's not just a simple, oh, I put in this time and I get this out of it. I get this money out of it. No, it compounds. You're gaining so much more skills by being involved. You're learning, learning, learning. That's almost as more important than earning. Eventually you'll earn. It'll happen. I guarantee you, someone will pay you if you're willing to put in the work and learn it. You have to learn it before you can earn it. So, start today. Start 2026 off right and focus in on continuous improvement. Continuous improvement is where it's at. That's their goal. That's our goal. That's our goal here at the Mad Forensic Scientist for 2026. Go out there, work on yourself, continuously improve. That's it. That's all I got for today. So let's go into 2026 with the continuous improvement mindset. Let's go.